Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, baby. I know we took a little hiatus last year. It was a crazy schedule conflict. Knipe was moving, got a new job, but we are back, man. It feels good to be back on some pregame coverage here for football. Hope you all got your drinks, your snacks, whatever you need. Get it now, because we got about 2 hours before kickoff. Knight, my boy, how you feeling, man? Happy game day to you, sir.
Ah, man, we're back, baby. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm ready to go to the games with you. It feels good to be back in the studio, if you will, even though it's just my kitchen. But hey, we're gonna roll with
It's a
it.
beautiful studio, man. What are you talking about?
Appreciate it.
Shout out to the chat, guys. Make sure please let us know if we have any audio issues. I think we're all good. We all tested it out, but let us know if there's any echo or anything, please. This is week one. We're gonna go through some hurdles here, but shout out to the chat, man. Good morning to everybody. We got Pito, we got Bucks, Rays, Bulls, Ruben, John Murphy Jr., Scotty Boy, Bill, Matthew. Good to see everybody, man. So we'll be running down the games, talking about some injuries, talking about our favorite bets, our fantasy players, all that good stuff. And at the end of the show, if you play DraftKings or like daily fantasy sports, that's gonna be the part of the show for you. But we'll start with the first game on the docket here. Let me change this. There we go. First game of the docket is going to be the Bucks taking on the Falcons. A little NFC South matchup here. Can I have to start the party? Bucks are right now 1.5 point favor, 1.5 point favorites. That means it's gonna be a toss-up game at the end of the day, and I'm gonna make sure. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna make sure that no lines move as we go because I made this last night, so everything's good squared away. Over unders 47 and a half. Couple of key injuries for the Bucks tonight. We got Vita Vea questionable. Of course, we don't know if they're gonna play yet. That's all going on right now. So if anything goes through, we'll let you know. But we do know that Tristan Wirfs is going to be out, and Chris Godwin still dealing with that, rehabbing from the Achilles injury that he suffered last season. So I think they'll be okay without Chris Godwin. They drafted that stud rookie receiver, Emeka Igbuka. I hope I pronounced his name correctly, but he's been balling in camp for them. So I think he's going to slot in there nicely, and I think they'll be okay. I think they'll stay afloat. On the Falcon side of things, our Darnell Mooney is questionable. Jack Nelson, their tackle, is out. So already week one, Kanipe, already some injuries for both sides. I'm gonna go with the Bucks. Oh, this is a toss up, man. Already the first game is a toss up for me.
Yeah.
Um, Baker coming off a fantastic year, going against Michael Penix. This is his team now. This is his year, first year full starter for him. So until proven, I'm gonna take the Bucks, man. I'm gonna take the Bucks. They're coming off that division win. Baker had a career year, so hats off to him. I think the Bucks get it done. I think it's gonna be very close. I say a field goal will decide this game. Give me like a 30 to 27 game here. So the over is 47 and a half. Give me the over, and I take the Bucks.
There you go. No, I like the pick. I mean, Buccaneer, really hard to like vote against these guys right now just because they've been impressive ever since Baker got there. They give like I feel like he gives that team a lot of grit. Like they kind of play like how Baker plays, which it's hard to go against that. But you know what? We're gonna go ahead and do it this morning. You want to know why? Because I believe in Michael freaking Penix.
Oh,
I love that dude out of the draft, honestly. Like I talked to Gizzy a little bit about that, and I expected Penix, or I liked Penix a little more than Jaden Daniels. I know that sounds like a bad take now because Jaden Daniels was balling out of his mind. However, I still love Penix from the get-go. I just like his aura, his throws, everything about him. Like he feels like a leader. He feels like a good QB. So I mean, you got to be different in the NFL. You got to grind at it. And I think that the Falcons need to prove they need a prove it win this year, and this is a good way to start as a division win against the Buccaneers. I agree with you though. I think it'll be close. I'll take the under. I think it's going to be more like 21 to 18, let's say, just because it's going to be something weird happening. But yeah, I think it will be a field goal finish, and I'm going to give the Falcons the edge because I love my home teams, but I also just love Michael Penix. I think he's an awesome quarterback.
Well, you said it's a bad take now. It's year one, bro, for Jaden Daniels and Penix. It could we can go back. Fast forward 7 years from now, you could be the smartest man on earth when you say Penix over Jaden Daniels. But yeah, I think the Falcons this year they should be a fun team to watch.
Yeah.
Bijan Robinson. A lot of people are thinking he's going to be like the fantasy stud of the year. And they're I know it's a year after Arthur Smith, but Arthur Smith's long gone from the Falcons, so anything can happen.
Hey, I don't know if you guys are watching the show for a while, but yeah, you guys know my love for Arthur Smith and that whole year. Holy crap.
Ivani in the chat, he goes, "Hey, look who it is. Hey, Knipe, how are you doing this morning?"
All right, we're not going to get into it. We're not going to get into it. It's only one player on each team is gone. I know it hasn't gone my way whatsoever, but we'll see what happens today, Ivani.
Matthew says, "I have Bijan Robinson and Mike Evans on his fantasy team." Ooh,
Hey,
okay.
I
You're gonna be
mean, it
watching this
should,
game closely then.
yeah, it should be a nice little matchup.
Yeah, a fun start to the slate. Moving on to the Bengals and the I'm sorry, the Browns. I'm sorry. Bengals are 5.5 point favorites here. I first glimpse of that Knipe, I was like 5.5. That's it. So the first thing I did, I was making the slides last night. Ran to a Hard Rock Bet, place a little single bet there on the Bengals spread because that sounds a little bit crazy. I think the Bengals walk into Cleveland. Cleveland's just a team full of question marks, man. No injuries on both sides. Over unders 47.5. Even T85 says the Browns suck. Yeah, I feel like they do. They just stink. They got an issue with the running back room. They just signed their beloved running back Judkins. Ivani, I know he's happy about it, but he's not going to be able to play today. Next week he'll make his debut, so it's going to be Jerome Ford starting in the backfield for the Browns. But look at their receivers, man. Jerry Jeudy coming off a nice season. I will give him that because Jerry Jeudy has been, kind of dragged through the mud a little bit during his career, so he had a little bounce back year. Joe Flacco is going to be the starter. Knipe, it's 2025, and Joe Flacco is still a
Right?
starting quarterback in the
It's
NFL.
mind blowing.
I mean,
Mind
my
blowing.
God, what is going on? So I think the Bengals, I know they had a disappointing year last year. I picked them to win the division. Silly me. That didn't happen at all. But I do think they are going to have a great year this year. Joe Burrow, Chase Brown, they got all the dogs. No more contract conflicts with T. Higgins. Jamar Chase gets paid. T. Higgins gets paid. The defense is the one thing that always will concern me with the Bengals, but they got the Trey Hendrickson stuff figured out. So that being said, I'm taking the Bengals. Give me the 5.5. I think they're going to win by 10. Give me a 27-17 point or
All right.
17 game here because the Browns, I can't trust them, man.
Normally I would like that. Normally I would agree with that take and I'd be all in for it, but how quickly we forget, man. Until Joe Burrow and the Bengals prove otherwise, to me, they're going to be nothing but slow starters.
Yeah,
And it's divisional round. Like, there's a lot of divisional games today, and there's going to be weird things going on. It's the NFL. We all know that it's not just easy, predictable. Otherwise, we'd all be, millionaires from our bets.
yeah,
So you
right.
know what? I'm gonna go with the Browns.
What?
I think the Browns pull it
Oh,
off. Dude, the Bengals have to prove it. I'm sorry, but like they've been terrible to start every season the last what 3 4 years. And
yeah, no,
yeah,
you're
I
right.
mean,
Yeah,
I think until you prove me otherwise, let's go. I mean, if they were, there's not many teams I would honestly favor them over today because again, they've started so slow. Now I know the big argument to me is Joe Burrow hasn't he's had a healthy offseason. He's not recovering from an injury like he was on those other slow start seasons. So I get that there's that argument. He might come out hot. He might just destroy the Browns. It might look disgusting, like you said, and it might be an easy
yeah,
10-point plus win. However, it is the NFL. It's a week one. Miles Garrett's healthy. That made me nervous when I saw him pop up on the injury report earlier this week, but then he played or he practiced, I think, fully Friday. Dude's an animal. He's a game changer. He can ruin this game for sure because that O line for the Bengals is still nothing special.
yeah,
And hey, defense, a good defense, and then Joe Flacco just slinging it to Judy and to Tillman, like, and then Joku, like, dude, he doesn't have no weapons. Like, I understand the running back room is a little kind of iffy right now, However, like, I mean, Njoku was going off last year with Flacco.
Yeah.
Judy was kind of going off last year. Tillman, you picked up Tillman in
Yeah.
fantasy last year, and he was doing well. Like,
He was in my lineup pretty much every
Yeah,
freaking
yeah.
week.
Flacco can actually like still somewhat sling it, which I mean, hey, it's crazy to say in 2025, but I mean, like, there is a world where the Browns win today, and I'm gonna live in that world. So I'm gonna take the Browns.
Is this your
No,
upset?
no, no, it's
No.
not. No, I got
Okay.
another
See,
one. I got another one.
chat, this is what Knipe does. If you like an alternate take, and listen to him, he's wise. He's not just spitting out BS. He likes to go against the grain. I will say that. So if you
Hmm.
guys want another perspective on these games, he is your man. I'm telling you. Ani, another Niners fan, is checking in
Is there
just for you, Knipe. I told him to come in. We have some news, by the way, for your
gold-blooded,
Niners.
baby? I yeah,
CMC, good to go.
I
There's your
figured.
there's your update there. So all the people with Chris McCaffrey in your fantasy lineups, woosah, he's okay. He'll play today. So there's your update for them. All right, let's go to the Dolphins and the Colts. Dolphins on the road. Colts are. I gotta check the line. They're right now. They were well when I was making this. They were 1.5 point favorites. They still are. So okay. Couple of injuries for the Dolphins. Darren Waller is out. He's still trying to make rap songs and rap albums, but he's trying to make a career comeback. He signed with a $5 million contract. I don't remember how 1 year, 5 mil or something like that. But he comes out of retirement. Jalen Wright is going to miss this week, so injury in the backfield. But I don't think that's going to be too concerning for the Dolphins. They're getting a little. Fun fact, I think I saw in Hard Rock Bet the most under total team wins betted on that app was the Dolphins. So
Oh,
a lot
I
of people.
honestly, it's me. It's because of the coach and the drama potentially. Sorry to interrupt you, but yeah,
No,
I
you're
think
good.
I think that's why. Honestly, I don't know. Just nobody believes in him this year. I don't blame him.
Yeah, so a lot of people are not believing in the Dolphins, and like you just alluded to, it could be the in-house, turmoil with Tyreek Hill basically saying, "Get me out of Miami," even though you wanted out of Kansas City. See, the grass isn't always greener on the other side, Tyreek. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? The same with good old Aaron Rodgers. You don't. Sometimes you're good where you're at, man, and then the grass is not always greener. But that being said, man, I don't believe in the Colts. I mean, Daniel Jones is the starting quarterback. He beat out AR-15. So Daniel Jones is their starter. They have weapons. Jonathan Taylor, Pittman, Pierce, Josh Downs, another deep threat for them. So they have the weapons on offense. And I'm sorry, man. I just don't believe in Daniel Jones. I just don't.
You
I
left out a serious playmaker, by the way. We got new rookie tight end Tyler Warren, who looks
Oh
like an
yeah,
animal.
Tyler
All
Warren. You're
right.
right. You're right. Thank you, because he was on DraftKings like the third highest freaking tight end. But you're right. No, Tyler Warren is gonna. You know how the Colts love their tight ends too.
Mhm.
We saw Jack Doyle do it for a couple of years. Mo Alley Cox, of course, back in the day, Dallas Clark and all them. But I'm going with the Dolphins here on the road. I think the Dolphins take care of business. I do think this is going to be a low scoring game. Actually, that's kind of crazy to say, but I got the under here, 46.5, but give me the Dolphins on the road. I just believe more in Tua and Tyreek and Achan and all them. I just believe more in them to get it done.
Yeah, I think it'll be easier to go against the Dolphins as the year goes on because I think maybe potentially, I mean, they're a team that's like it seems one injury away from just catastrophe or one trade away from being non-competitive. So, I mean, they're going to be difficult to pick against this week. So I'm going to stick with you. I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins as well. Even though I don't know, I feel like this might be a sloppy game. I don't know what it is, but
Mm-hmm.
Mike McDaniel's kind of a nutcase now, in my opinion. Like the guy just doesn't act and seem like a head coach. Like it was cool for a little bit, but now it's just kind of
Yeah,
like bro, you
the
gotta
act
like,
is
yeah, I
old.
was like, at some point, you gotta stop with this, like, I'm stoned 24/7 vibe. You know what I mean? Like, you're running a damn football team, and like, a lot of us would love to be in your shoes, and it feels like you're just, oh, well, whatever happens, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
No, I,
don't like the vibes, don't like the vibes of Miami. That's probably why people are voting against them. But I mean, this week, I'll give it to them because the Colts just, nothing jumps out at like, man, these guys are going to be scoring left and right. I feel like it's going to be
mm,
sloppy. If they win, it's going to be because the defense is able to contain Tyreek and Waddle. But like, I don't think they are going to. I think that there's going to be plenty of deep shots by Tua today that actually connect.
I mean, we could both be wrong, and this could be a shootout. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I hope so. We all love that for
Yeah,
fantasy, right, baby?
yeah, no, but like that's the thing with these two teams. You don't really know what you get. You know, like you have the
Yeah.
weapons on offense for Dolphins, but like you just said, the Mike McDaniel stuff is like the guy goes out there nonchalant. Hey guys, how you doing? I just barely woke up and got to the the field. Like it's like,
Yeah.
dude, come on. Um, very interesting game here. So very interesting. We're going to the Raiders taking on the Patriots. Another two question mark teams here. Raiders on the road. Patriots are 2.5 point favorites. Over under is 43.5. Some key injuries on both sides. Lonnie Johnson, their safety's out. Will Campbell, their rookie from was it Michigan? I think he came from.
I'm not sure.
No, I think it might have been. Is it Michigan? I don't remember. Will Campbell, he's questionable. Christian Gonzalez, so that's a big injury for them. He's out. Their CB1 is out for this game. So Patriots, man, a whole new regime comes in there. Same with the Raiders. You know, Pete Carroll's now the head coach for the Raiders. Mike Vrabel, the head coach for the Patriots. I like Mike Vrabel a lot, man. I mean, Pete Carroll, same thing. He's a champion. It's gonna be interesting to see both these teams this year. The Raiders, they still don't really wow me, man. Geno Smith's their quarterback now. I know they got T. He's gonna be the prize possession there in Las Vegas, but Jacoby Myers requested a trade. They didn't trade him. Amari Cooper, he comes back and then he retires again. Supposedly, I heard some stuff in camp that he was struggling in practice. I don't know if it's true or not, but Cooper retired, so they're rolling with Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, and Thornton, who's had a strong camp. But they got Brock Bowers, so they have weapons. But do you believe in Geno, Knipe? Because
I mean, dude.
they
Oh,
wrote him
good.
off. They wrote him off, but he didn't write back. Going to the Patriots side real quick. Drake May coming into his second year. I like the kid a lot. I think he showed a lot of promise, especially with the lack of weapons. And they go and sign Diggs for him, Stephon Diggs. He's got that wide receiver one money, even though in Houston, I didn't see that. I didn't see that Stephon Diggs that we saw with the Minnesota Vikings, with the Bills. But he got paid. I think this is going to be a resurgence year for Diggs. Hunter Henry's still there. They got Trayvon Henderson is the running back from Ohio State. I got the Patriots here, man. I got the Patriots here. This is one of those games where it's like, okay, the home team, until I figure out what both these teams are, I'm going to go with the home team here. Mike Vrabel getting his first win as a Patriots head coach. It's going to be a low score. I think this is going to be one of those dog fights, 43.5. I think the under might hit. I think it's going to be like a 21-17 game or something like that. Something low scoring, but give me the Patriots winning this game.
Damn, dude, we cannot think more opposite on this. You want to know why? Because we're going to start it off with my upset of the week.
Oh,
We're gonna go here with the Raiders over the Patriots. I mean, I think this is gonna be a common theme for me throughout this season. I think the Raiders are gonna play way better than people are expecting. I think that they're at least they're not like their future doesn't look bright, but like if they get a decent quarterback, decent young guy to come in after Geno, like they do have the pieces to kind of be good for a while. That being said, I think the Raiders are going to play spoiler this year. I don't think they're going to win like that. Like they're not going to be like a holy crap, they're going to make the playoffs team. I don't believe so, but I do think that they are more than capable of taking off teams that are competitive, and I still think they're going to be competitive themselves. They're coached very well now. I know they have Vrabel in New England, and that's
yeah.
awesome. Like I do still believe in the Patriots having a good season this year. I do think that the Raiders are going to shock people as far as like everyone probably thinks that they're a bottom five team in my opinion. Just that's the vibe I'm getting from like Twitter or whatever. Just the entire offseason is like, hey, these guys are going to underperform. They're not going to show out. I don't know. I think Geno can still sling it. He's not honestly a terrible quarterback, and he's not the greatest, but he's not bad. And they have plenty of weapons on offense. I think they're better than people think. So I'm gonna take the Raiders, even though I do believe in the Patriots long term.
Yeah. I don't think they're a top or a bottom five team. I think the Raiders aren't going to be that bad. you know. But
I think they might threaten a playoff position. I don't think they'll make it, but I think they might threaten for it.
they
And
could. I mean,
I'm honestly on this game, by the way, I'm taking the over like crazy. I think that this is going to be a lot of touchdowns in this game for some reason because I don't think the defenses are super strong on either side.
okay, nice. Yeah, I mean, it's week 1, bro. You know, we're all just kind of throwing darts here, but this another two teams that we're just don't really know much about right now. You know, heading into week 1, but Drake May, I like what I see from Drake May, so gonna be interesting. Let's move on to the Cardinals and the Saints. Now you're talking about bottom 5 teams in the NFL. Can I? This might be the worst team in the NFL. New Orleans Saints
Oh.
stink. I mean, let me play the soundbite for him. I mean,
Oh, brother,
New
this
Orleans
guy
Saints
stinks!
stinks. Cardinals are on the road. They are 6.5-point favorites. So right now, the 6.5 is the highest spread so far from the games that we talked about. 43.5 is your over/under. Smash the over. I think the over is going to hit because the Cardinals are going to beat the crap out of the Saints here. Saints fans, earmuffs. But I mean, bottom 5 team. Maybe the number 1 pick overall next season. You're rolling with Spencer Rattler as your starting quarterback. It just doesn't look good, man. You got Kamara, he's back. Chris Olave, hopefully he can stay healthy, man. He's dealt with a lot of concussions in his career.
Yeah.
Our fantasy friend Shaheed, the boomer bust, right? He's back.
No more.
They get Brandon Cooks back, so he's a little, welcome home, Brandon Cooks. But I'm sorry, man. The Saints just they don't have it. I think Chase Young's out, Trevor Pinyon's out. Cardinals, they got Marvin Harrison and Kyler. They seem like they're in better shape here because I didn't know if you heard this soundbite by Kyler, but they asked him, "How is the rapport from you and Marvin Harrison this season from last season?" He goes, "It's night and day better." So I don't know what the heck do they have some beef last year? Who knows? But if their rapport is better this year, I think they're gonna be a scary tandem, and they got that man Trey McBride also. So give me the Cardinals here. I do think they're gonna cover that 6.5. I know it's kind of a high number, but I got the Cardinals winning on the road, and give me the over 43.5.
Yeah, I hate agreeing with you on your takes.
I
However,
mean, this one's easy.
this
Come
one's
on.
this one very simple. Let me get them Redbirds, and man, it just is there like, dude, if the Saints win this game, like this is where just like the NFL can just totally NFL, and you just out of nowhere again see a defense step up and maybe give Kyler a fit. I just don't see it though. Like Cardinals should win by 2 touchdowns if they are to be taken seriously, in my opinion. Anyone who plays the Saints should win by that much, home or away. Just because the talent is not there, man. It's kind of wild. So
No.
yeah, let me get the Cardinals by 14 plus.
We got the chat in here agreeing Cardinals will turn on them. Matthew says, I got Chris Olave as one of my fantasy bench receivers. I mean, that's a good bench piece. We don't know
Yeah.
really with Spencer Rattler and Olave because Olave missed half the year.
Well, no,
with
I think
concussions.
all right, Kamara and Olave are not bad having fantasy because they're going to be losing. Kamara catches passes, so does Olave, so they're going to have to throw the ball a ton. Whether or not those targets are worth much, I mean, is remain to be seen. However, at least they're going to get shots. They're going to get probably 10 plus targets each. But Olave,
Yeah,
yeah, man. Like, I mean, I had a concussion like in real life about 2 months ago. It was
really.
terrible. Oh yeah, I don't know.
Damn.
Like, I took about 6 weeks to fully recover. So these football players that like just get week after week, just freaking brain crush after
Mm-hmm.
skull fracture. It's like, geez,
Scary,
dude.
man.
Like, yeah, like I mean, you're gonna make like I don't know. It scared me enough to be like, all right, well, I'm glad I never played football because I'm not trying to have my brain be mush in 10 years.
Yeah, yeah, we don't want that. So, that's why we love this sport, but, these people are human beings at the end of the day. So, like,
No.
these guys are freaking warriors out there. All right, let's go to the Steel. Oh, look at this. A little revenge game. I know we got some Jets fans in the chat. Steelers on the road to the Jets. This is the lowest over under 37.5 tonight. We all saw the news with Elijah Vera Tucker. That is a huge blow for the Jets. Their guard is out for the rest of the season with a torn tricep. So he's going to miss. I mean, that's what the Jets want to do, Knipe, is run the football. They want to run it down your throat. They want to, they want to win the trenches. And that's a big guy that's not going to be there anymore. And good old Aaron Rodgers going back to the Jets. His first game, right? This is to me, this, like I was talking about the Patriots and Raiders game, how this might be a little dogfight. This might be a low-scoring game. We know how the Steelers operate. Mike Tomlin, one of the best coaches to ever do it. And then you got Aaron Glenn, the new head coach coming over from Detroit, but he used to play for the Jets. So I like that hire for the Jets. I think that's a good hire for them. Oh, man.
Do it.
Justin Fields.
Do it.
Justin Fields. Holding it down, huh? Aaron Rodgers. Do you still got it? You still got it, Aaron Rodgers? I don't think so. This is my upset of the week.
There we go.
Upset of the week. Upset of the week. Give me the Jets at home, man. I think Aaron Glenn's going to have the guys pumped up, fired up, and ready to knock someone's top off, man. Give me the Jets. I think the run game is going to be, we all know that's what they want to operate. They want to get the run game going. Breece Hall. What's the other? I'm blanking on the backup. Braylon Allen. Get it going, man. You know, Justin Fields, he's the best when he's using his legs. He has his best year when he ran for 1,000 yards. Aaron Glenn said, we want to have that Justin Fields. So that being said, I think the Jets get it done. Trap J says I'm drunk. Not yet, Trap J. Not yet. That's the scary part. But give me the Jets upsetting the Steelers at home, baby.
I mean, I love it. I love to go against the grain. However, I do like me some Mike Tomlin. I always believe in that coach. And you know what I believe in even more, though, is like, dude, if Aaron Rodgers is going to ever have a game this year where he's like, holy crap, that looks like, 2015 or 26, whatever, just a prime year Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
This is going to be that week, in my opinion. Like, it's week 1, man's healthy. He's got a vendetta today. I don't care what he says. Like the actual like attitude of Aaron Rodgers, he may put on a show like he's not like trying to go and ball out of his mind. But I guarantee you, in that game plan, he probably took every playbook that said Arthur Smith run play and was like, nah. I'm throwing it 40 plus times today. Yeah, we're gonna rip that out, and we're gonna be throwing 40 plus times today. DK is gonna get fed. I think that whoever has got DK in fantasy, whatever the case is.
No, don't say that.
Oh, I'm sorry, man, but I truly, at least today, this week, I think the Steelers are going to go in and take care of business. It's not going to be like every drive Aaron Rodgers scores, in my opinion. I still think it'll be somewhat low scoring. Like I could see Aaron Rodgers throwing for 3 touchdowns, and that's probably it. I don't think they rush for any single touchdown. So let's say they add a field goal to that, 24-10 Steelers. I mean, it's not that hard to predict. It's not that hard to predict the Jets not scoring very much, bro. Like that offense is pretty gross. Like if you can stop the run, you can stop the offense, and then you're going to sell out to stop the run. Justin Fields ain't beating you with his arm. So yeah, I'm going to say 24-10 Steelers today, even though they're away. But it's Aaron Rodgers time, baby.
Okay, let me ask you this: what do you think about the Steelers' backfield going into this season with Jaylen Warren and Caleb Johnson?
Man, I loved Jaylen Warren ever since I saw him kind of be like the change of pace guy behind Najee. And the only thing that sucks is like I feel like every time he's had the chance to take on that workhorse role, he gets some sort of injury because isn't he like a slightly undersized, And it just sucks because he does move very well. I really do like Jaylen Warren a lot. Caleb Johnson obviously is the rookie that's very intriguing for both real life and for fantasy, but I don't know. I think that's one of those ones where he blossoms late in the year. I think like maybe week 10 on. Jaylen Warren's going to have the shot to be like not the workhorse, but the 65-35 guy for at least a minimum to me, like 4 to 5 weeks. It's like you don't change that until like it's 1-4 record or like 2-6. You know what I mean? Just something along those lines. So I think Caleb, if you have him in fantasy, if anyone's curious about that front, like I mean, you're going to be holding on to him. You can't really drop him or trade him. You just got to hold on for the hopeful upside.
Yeah. And Jaylen Warren got paid 2-year contract, so they believe in him,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I don't think there's any reason not to believe in Jaylen Warren.
Yeah. And also TJ Watt got paid, so congratulations.
Yeah, good
well
for him.
deserved. Well deserved.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man. Guy's a beast. Does Aaron have a touchdown milestone within reach today? I don't think so. I have to look that one up.
In his mind, he does. He's thinking 4 or 5 of them.
Well,
things
this is
today.
his last year, man. He's already said that he's going to retire after this year. So
yeah, no, dude. I feel like he's just going to go out there and sling it as many times as he wants to. Honestly, I think that he has the clout to honestly just change the play at the line of scrimmage. Even if Arthur Smith does call a run play, he could just be like, nope, I'm going to audible out of that.
Yeah. And I think he'll have range to do that too, you know.
Yep.
It's
Tomlin
Aaron
for sure.
Rodgers.
Yeah, Tomlin's for sure not messing around with that. He will let him do that.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the other New York team, the Giants, taking on the Commanders here. How about those Commanders tonight? Talk about a special season last year. I know they didn't win the Super Bowl or anything, but they had a fantastic year. I personally didn't think they were going to do that, but Jaden Daniels is him. That guy is him, man. Andrew Thomas, their tackle, is going to be doubtful, so that's a huge blow for the Giants. On the road to Washington. Washington is 6.5-point favorites. Let's see, the over-under is 45.5. Oh, man. Deebo Samuel in Washington now. Knipe, your good old friend, but Deebo. He's gone, though. He's gone, though. That's what happened. I like the fit, man, but is Deebo going to be the Deebo from like 2-3 years ago? Or is he going to be the Deebo from last year, right? But, they trade away Brian Robinson Jr., so we might see some Deebo action in the backfield with Eckler and with the rookies, Krosky, Merritt.
Mr. Bill.
Yeah.
Okay, he goes by Bill.
Bill. Okay, I'm sorry, Bill.
Yeah.
A lot of Commanders fans. My buddy Cadzilla, he's a Commander fan, and he was telling me about him throughout the whole camp. So he's had a strong camp. On the Giants side of things, Russell Wilson is the QB1 for now. I say for now as the key words because Jackson Dart.
Yeah, Dart's
They look
for
like
sure.
They got a guy.
Yeah, he's for sure he's taken over at some point this year.
Yeah. So we'll see how long he's going to be the QB1. Neighbors, Tracy, they beefed up the defense. That front for the Giants is no slouch, man. The D-line for them, it's going to be interesting to see how that defense operates, but they have a tough schedule, the Giants do. One of the toughest schedules in the league, so this is going to be a tough year for the Giants. This will show the fan base, hey, we're here to fight. If they compete with this, if they compete this year with that schedule, they might have a nice future ahead of them. I can't take them in week 1. I know the Giants fans are going to kill me. Boo, boo this man. Is that what y'all going to do? I'm going to take the Commanders at home. I do think they cover that spread. I think this is going to be like a 10-point game. Give me the Commanders. I like the over as well.
Oh, man, the over with these two teams is so hard to go for, just because I feel like these guys play each other pretty damn tough every time. The game's like almost always within reach. I don't think 10 points happens. I would take the Giants on that spread, to be real. I don't know, just because these two teams, divisional is just more gritty. There's more there's just like more effort, and that everyone's fresh right now, at least for the most part. I don't think the Commanders are going to really be coming from behind necessarily. I think that they will have a lead. And I'll take them. I'll take the Commanders to win, but I just think like it's gonna be a lot closer than people think. I don't think the Giants are gonna be like just pushovers or anything like that. I feel like the Giants are gonna fight today. So I could see, like they might be up by 10, but then it takes one Russell Wilson freaking floater bomb, you know what I mean, just to put him back in the game real quick. And they have the offensive guys to do, like Neighbors to just go yard and beat a guy and make a cornerback look silly and take him to the house. So I don't think this is a gimme. Like, this is going to be difficult. Like, I was considering this for my upset of the week. I just like the Raiders versus the Patriots a little bit more. But it would not shock me if the Giants pull this out of their ass, and just because it's week 1, things happen. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I mean, Russell Wilson, he was playing pretty damn good last year. I know the back end was kind of falling out, but Russell Wilson can win you ball games. He's not a slouch. No matter what.
Good.
Oh, and I'll say no matter what, Russell Wilson is an upgrade from what you had last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, he's not your future by any means. He's a 1-year guy. He's going to be here for 1 year, and that's it. But Russell Wilson can win you ball games.
Yeah.
He's done it. He's a champion, So, you're right, man. I mean, this could be a very close game.
Mm-hmm.
God, there's all these bots going in here, man.
We got robots watching us?
Yeah, they got robots in here, man. I'm like, what the hell? I'm not even calling a game. Northern Grower says Giants double-digit winner. Oh, you
Ooh,
might have to
yeah.
run to the bank. You might have to run to the bank and put something down on that.
I mean, if there's two upsets I'd pick today, it's the Giants and the Raiders to me, in my opinion.
It's at 1 o'clock, Ani. So we're almost through the 1 o'clocks. We have one more game, and that one game is the Battle of the Cats. You got you got the Panthers taking on the Jaguars. I saw some Panthers fans today at Publix, and they're like, "We can't lose to the Jags." I'm like, "Dude, you guys are the fucking Panthers, man. Like, what are you talking about? We can't lose to the Jags. You were just as bad." Two young teams here, Knipe. Travis Hunter is there. You know, Travis Hunter is hold on, I'm trying to find it. There it is. Travis Hunter, their number one pick. They gave up a lot to go get him. The dual threat. They said he's going to be a WR full-time and then some cornerback today. So they are going to have a little bit of restraints on him. But Bryce Young, man, I want to say, hey, the last couple of weeks last year for Bryce Young, he looked damn good. I will say that. He looked like he has improved, and let's be honest, man. Bryce Young had a pretty tough year last year. The guy got benched. He flat out stunk. And then he came in and showed that, hey, I could play this game. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to Bryce Young. Another year. Let's see if he can carry that over. Chuba Hubbard got paid. They drafted Ted McMillan. They traded away Adam Thielen to the Vikings. So they're rolling in with Ted McMillan, Leggett, and they re-signed Hunter Renfrow. So there's the tandem there for the Panthers. And then on the Jag side of things, man, it's the same story every year. Can Trevor Lawrence show us something, man? That's it. Can he show us something? How many years do we have to give this guy a chance, Knipe?
Hey, he had that sweet playoff game 2 years ago, and that was enough to get an absolute monster payday. So he's good. He doesn't care.
Yeah. So, hey, Matt says, I'll tip $15 next time I show up to the stream if the G-Men win. Okay, well, appreciate you, my boy, Matt. Thank you, man. But, man, do we fall under the trap again, Knipe? Every year, I put money. You know what? Spoiler. I have them winning the division, Knipe. I put my division winners in a parlay, $5 to win $2,000 because you got.
Attaboy.
You got.
Yeah, you got all.
Right?
Yeah. I guess.
Jags were my AFC South champions. I fell under the trap. Prove it, man. Jags at home, 3.5-point favorites. Over under is 46.5. Give me the over. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. Some injuries on the Panther side of things is Ikem Ekwonu is doubtful. God, I can't say his name. I'm so sorry. He's their offensive lineman. Jalen Coker on the IR to return. I think in October is what I'm hearing. So the Coke Man is not going to be able. I mean, that's another reason why I think they did trade Adam Thielen is because of Jalen Coker's emergence last year. But he's not going to be able to play today. So give me the Jaguars at home covering that 3.5. They're going to start the season 1-0.
Yeah, honestly, so these two teams, I actually like these two teams long term this year just because they're one of those ascending teams that have been at the bottom of the barrel. There's always teams that were at the bottom of the barrel the prior season, then they kind of either move their way up and into playoff consideration. I think both these teams have a shot to do that and kind of surprise people. So both of them have nice, like young offensive coaches and new minds, new players, new talent. And I think that it could all come together and kind of. You could see a nice improvement. It'll look like these guys kind of belong in the NFL now, whereas like last year they were like easy wins. You target them in fantasy for like defenses, you know what I mean, and stuff like. But now, like, I wouldn't really necessarily target anyone playing the Jaguars for defense, and I wouldn't necessarily target anyone playing the Panthers for defense because they have the ability to put some points on you. So I agree with you. I think this is gonna be an awesome, high-scoring game because I don't think the defenses here are anything to write home about, but I think the offenses have greatly improved, and you have two offensive, special-minded coaches that can make this a nice shootout. So I will say though, I think that Bryce Young has looked like he belongs even more than Trevor Lawrence already, even just that one like half a season last year. Just because it was at least consistent. I feel like Trevor Lawrence is incredibly inconsistent. Like, yes, he'll have a boom week, but then it'll be 3-4 down weeks, and it's just mediocre again. And then he'll have a boom week where we believe in him again. It's like he's just so good at just inching you a line, like and making you believe. And that's how he got the contract too, because it's like, hey, I got that one playoff win against the Chargers that one time. Let me get that payday. I'm definitely
Yeah.
your guy, and I don't know. I still don't fully buy into it. I mean, I think they will improve for sure, but give me the Panthers today, man. Let me get
Okay.
them by a field goal.
Okay. So you've taken a couple of upsets, man.
And it's the NFL, dude. That happens every week.
No, I like it, man. You might have to put a little parlay with all your upsets. Just throw $2 on there. I got a tweet here from Ian Rappaport. We got some active inactives. Darnell Mooney is out for the Falcons. Vita Vea is active for the Bucks. Will Campbell is active for the Patriots, and Raheem Mostert is a healthy scratch for the Raiders.
Wow.
Ouch.
Wow. Dang.
Ouchie, ouch. Also, Chris Rodriguez Jr. is a healthy scratch for the Commanders.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
All right.
Last couple of ones. Jets wide receiver Alan Lazard is inactive, and then Giants Andrew Thomas has just been listed as inactive.
I didn't even know Lazard was still on an NFL team.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
I did not know he was
shocked.
still in the NFL, dude.
Yeah. So, thank you, Matthew, he said read Ian Rappaport's tweets. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. James is asking Dante Thornton or Loveland full PPR flex.
In my opinion, I'll take lead on this one real quick because I believe
go
in
ahead.
Thornton. I think Thornton, and it's not even close. Loveland, so I like Loveland as a player, but he's competing with so many other players for targets because even Komet not only got paid, Komet got paid, and he's good. Like Komet is not a bad tight end. So you're competing with another tight end, first of all, for playing time in general.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they could run 2 tight end sets. I know, Ben Johnson gets creative. However, the only one getting fed in that offense, in my opinion, I don't even think it's DJ Moore. I think Roman Dunze is the only chance at a receiver being fed because he's their future. So I would think they want to feed him and get him 10 plus. Everyone else is just going to be kind of by design. And like, it's not going to be like thought about like, oh, I need to get DJ Moore the ball. Oh, I need to get Loveland the ball. I feel like it's, situational for Ben Johnson. I feel like Roman Dunze is the play, if anything. But dude, to me, Thornton, not Gino has like one of the better deep balls in the league. Like, and that's just like, I think the numbers back that up as well. Plus, they've no more Amari Cooper. He's a starting X wide receiver for the Raiders, and the Christian Gonzalez is out. Like that to me, just everything's lining up for Thornton to at least have an opportunity today. Not saying it's going to hit today. He's a rookie, so rookies do rookie things in the first quarter of the season. However, I mean, he at least has the opportunity to me over Loveland. I think Loveland sees no more than 5 targets. I think Dante Thornton sees no less than 5 targets.
I agree. It's tough to trust the rookie tight end, and like you said, he's behind Cole Kmet. I think the Raiders are going to be a gunslinging team. I know they have Jinty, but you just attested to Geno Smith. We saw what he did with Seattle. The guy just likes to throw the ball.
He's a good deep ball too. Like he's accurate with it.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, you're going against what Trey Tucker. Who's the other receiver for the Raiders? Jacoby Myers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I think I'm with you too. I think Dante Thornton out of those two, PPR. Yeah, give me Dante Thornton just because the Raiders' offense. I like them being more of a gunslinging than the Bears because Caleb Williams is still a question.
They could still guns. Like think about it, dude. They like Caleb could throw it 40 times today, and Loveland could still just see the 5 targets. Like I'm telling you, like Roman Dunze. I mean, DJ Moore will be second fiddle to that, but I think a Dunze could see 12 plus if they need to today. Like if the Vikings are actually like we'll get to it, but
yeah. Let's go to the Titans and the Broncos. So we're at the 4 o'clocks now. Titans, man, they got Cam Ward. I think Cam Ward is going to be a good player. From what I've seen so far, he looks like he's going to be a pretty good. He looks already better than what Mayo guy did. Will Levis. Will Levis's career is over. I mean, it sucks that he's hurt. Like I don't wish any ill will on anybody, but Cam Ward looks like he's going to be a better quarterback already than him. L'Jarius Sneed is questionable. That's a big blow. If he misses, Tajay Spears is already out for the first 4 weeks. On the Broncos, this is actually the biggest spread so far. I just noticed that 8.5 is the Broncos spread right here. Over under is 42.5. Your old friend Dre Greenlaw is out once again for the Broncos. Greenlaw misses a lot of time, man. I don't trust the Titans at all. I think they're going to be a top 5 team. Year 1 with Cam Ward, is he going to have a commander season? I doubt it, dude. I just don't believe in their weapons. Calvin Ridley is their number 1 receiver. I know they had a rookie that had a strong camp. Is it
Uh,
Manor?
A-
Io
Alec,
Manor?
Alec Manor,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So he's a name to watch out for fantasy football. He might be available on your waiver wire, not in our league. Our league is no one's on the waiver wire right now.
Right.
But yeah, I just don't believe in the Titans, man. I think they're going to be a bottom 5 team this year. So I'm on camera right now. Let me say sorry to the Broncos fans. I apologize, man. If you remember last season, Knipe, I said that they are going to be a top 5 team in the NFL draft. I apologize. I was wrong. I had a couple of Broncos fans that wanted me to do that. So I'm sorry. That being said, I'm not going against the Broncos in week 1. I think they're going to win. I think they're going to cover. And I think Bo Nix is that dude, man. He's proved it. And Sean Payton's finally got a squad over there in Denver. You already know the defense. I don't think I've ever said this, but a Sean Payton defense is legit. Okay, I know, it's crazy, but give me the Broncos winning, covering the spread.
Yeah, I mean that narrative, like I don't know whoever's a betting man. I'm sure a lot of us are in here, but man, it's so hard to go against the Broncos in this one. 'Cause, like, in what world do the Titans pull this off week 1 against on the road against one of the stingiest defenses in the league right now, and with an offense led by Bo Nix, who to me, like honestly, when I comp him and like just kind of think about who he reminds me of, I thought about it more last season. Like, this guy kind of reminds me of Josh Allen a little bit, like maybe not quite as like off script, if you will, but just like, I mean, huge dude, can kind
Just
of
a
take
play
hits.
style.
Yeah, he can take punishment, doesn't get hurt. And he can run. I think Josh Allen's obviously a better runner in my opinion, but Bo Nix is no slouch. And he
Mm-hmm.
shocked us. He shocked us all, man. Like I don't think you were alone in that take last year of like, oh well, rookie quarterback going to be bottom 5, not going to compete, and then like just see him show up, man. Broncos looked awesome last year.
Yeah.
I do like the long term outlook for Cam Ward. I love that for a number 1 pick. The guy he's not really been. It's so weird to me. Like I feel like this is the least talked about number 1 QB, least controversy, no drama,
Yeah.
no storylines. Like I actually love that about Cam Ward. And like if I was a Titans fan, I would be pumped right now just for the prospect of like number 1, he's looked amazing. Number 2, he seems like an actual like true athlete, man. And I appreciate that in like a guy who's supposed to lead your team. Like he's already acting like he is who you want him to become. I mean, that level of maturity is not common in a rookie quarterback. So I think
He's
it'll be fine long term, but not today. I think the Broncos do cover.
he's showing that he can be a face of a franchise.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Dr. Van, my good old friend, man, says stick to your guns, Max. Take the Titans. I'm sorry, Dr. Van. I did not believe in you guys last year, but not this year. I believe in you guys now. I'm so sorry, man. All right, let's go to your favorite team. I'll give you the reins. You can take the lead here. Go ahead. You got your Niners taking on the Seattle Seahawks as 1.5-point favorites on the road.
Let's get it, boys. It's officially Sunday. My boys take the field in the afternoon, and this 1.5 feels a little disrespectful. Where's my 13
Oh,
and a half? We're gonna dog
oh,
walk you, Seattle. We are not playing today. You might think we're playing. McCaffrey, that was a smokescreen. We just want you to be prepared for the non-receivers that we have out there.
for real though.
Hey,
Jesus.
Pearsall's going to carry us, baby. All right, now, real take. I mean, I'm picking my boys. I'm
Oh, I
taking the
already
Niners to
know.
win.
You're gonna take
We
them
go.
every freaking week.
Yeah,
Like
we're
you
going
always do.
17-0. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That being said, I'm gonna make my case. Our defense has Salah again. Our defensive coordinator has been pretty questionable position for us the last 2 years, basically kind of since he left. Salah being back, investing in the line again, and I mean, yes, we lost pieces on defense, but we also had good young talent to replace them. And I don't think that our defense is going to be any slouch. I think that we're going to be another four. Like when we made our Super Bowl runs, our defensive line was in the backfield consistently, putting pressure on the other team consistently, and like we haven't seen that the last 2 years out of my team. And I think we go back to it this year. I think Salah is a phenomenal play caller on the defensive end. And I know I keep mentioning defense, but it's just because I believe that's going to be our strong suit this year. Obviously, it's going to have to be. We've lost quite a bit on offense. Ayuk is out. Debo's gone. Like those are your two. That's 2 huge pieces. Guys that are
Yeah.
not just like replaceable overnight. And Pearsall's going to have to like guys are going to have to step up. Kittle, Pearsall, and McCaffrey. That you have to lean on them. They can do it. Like they obviously have the talent to get it done. And then we got third and Juwan back, but I don't
He
know.
wants
I
20
think.
mil, man.
Well, yeah, I think our defense is good enough to stop the Seattle offense. The Seattle offense will probably be fine long term over the season, but I mean, new QB, like kind of just like new everything over there. We at least have consistency on our end for most of our guys, even though there is like some new faces on offense. But like Pearsall got plenty of reps last year, and I feel like
Hmm.
he's not getting as much love as he would have, like especially within the fantasy community if he didn't get shot. Just because dude had to recover. It was a serious recovery, and he didn't just get a torn bicep or something. Man got shot, and
Yeah,
so he did look good
crazy.
over the last half of the year when he got to play, and I think that he's going to be a difference maker. So. Let me get the Niners. We're definitely not winning by a lot. I'd say definitely field goal or 4 or whatever the case is. It's gonna be under 6.
Hmm.
Won't be by a touchdown, but I'll take us by a field goal.
So McCaffrey, as you see there, guys, he's active. He was questionable yesterday, so he's active. So just take that in mind. Niners on the road, man. I can't. I
Yeah.
can't. Nah, I can't take Seattle. Not yet. I think McCaffrey is going to carry this team today. Like you just attested to. I mean, they got MVS as the slot receiver today for the Niners, and I've known Marquez Valdez Scantling quite a bit. Guy can't catch a brick. But the receivers aren't the greatest, but they still have George Kittle. They have Brock Purdy. I think the Niners, I think the defense will be better as well for you guys. So, Seattle, that being said, they got Darnold, they got Kenneth Walker, Cooper Kupp's there now. So, I mean, they have a squad. They have an offense. JSN coming off his best year so far. He's now the right receiver one over there. They got rid of DK because they trusted in JSN, I think. But I can't take Seattle week 1. I got to go with the Niners. I think this will be a huge bounce back year for the Niners. Last year, I think it was just a bad luck. He got so many injuries last year. So I think the Niners will be back to what they were 2 years ago. They're going to be a tough team to beat in the NFC, and I think they're going to take care of the Seattle Seahawks in week 1 here. So I'm with you, Knipe. I don't want to be, but for now, I am. So there you go, buddy. Let's talk about the best team in the NFC now. Let's talk about the Green Bay Packers. Taking on the Detroit Lions here, folks. I know a lot of the chat the last couple of days have been drilling it in my head that the Lions are going to beat us. The Lions are going to beat us. No, they're not. Okay, the Lions window is closed, man. Last year was their year. Last year was their year. Gutekunst says, hold the phone. Let me call Dallas up and let's go get one of the best pass rushers in the league. Micah Parsons is now a Green Bay Packer. That is one thing that the Packers have not had in a long time. I think it's like Julius Peppers. A legit edge rusher. Okay? We got one. He's playing today, too, by the way. There's, his back's injured, blah, blah, blah. No. He's playing. I don't know how much because he's still getting in a mix of things. You know what I'm saying? The other corner that we got from the Raiders, Nate Hobbs, is questionable. So this is at 4:30. We'll have more information probably like around 3 o'clock. But Packers at home tonight, man. They are the favorites to win the NFC North. They are the favorites. If you go on the betting apps, there's your pack.
Did that
Number 1.
change? Did that
I
change
think it
after Micah
changed.
Parsons?
Yeah.
Do you know who it was
So
before?
it was the Lions.
Okay.
So I mean, it's not a lot. Like one's plus 160, the other one's plus 180. So it's like
I'll say
it's
that
right there,
this division is
wide
the
open. Yeah,
hardest to select in my opinion. Like
yeah.
there's so much talent in this division.
That's what I'm talking about, Ani. That's what I'm talking about, Ani. That being said, let's put the analyst cap on real quick. Jordan Love, man, you gotta show us something this year. I believe in you. I believe in you. But that playoff game last year was awful. Already dealing with a thumb issue. He is playing. He was a full participant all week long in practice. But we're gonna monitor the thumb. He had surgery in the offseason for that thumb, so we'll see. Jaden Reed also another injury that we have to monitor. I forgot to put him on the injured list there, but he is dealing with a foot injury. I think he's gonna play as well. But I'm really excited to see Matthew Golden, man. If you told me the Packers drafted a wide receiver in the first round and then traded for Micah Parsons in the
Right.
same, dude, what happened to this team? This isn't the Packers.
Right.
Gutekunst says we're trying to win a championship now. No more, maybe 2-3 years. No. The window's now. We got about a 3-year window because soon we're going to run out of money. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start winning some championships. Defense for the Packers, always a big question mark. I'm not really worried about the offense. I think we have what it takes on offense, but now with Gary on one side, Micah Parsons on the other side, I know Jair's gone. That was my boy, man. Best of luck over there in Baltimore for Jair. But Keyshawn Nixon, the secondary is going to be a question mark for me. I know we have Evan Williams and that man Xavier McKinney. I'm not worried about the safeties. I'm worried about the corners. Okay, so I'm worried about that. That being said, this is going to be a dogfight. This is going to be a high-scoring game. You know how these two teams operate tonight. You know how they Packers were 1-5 last year against the NFC North. Got to be better.
Wow.
It starts today. Give me the Packers at home, covering that 1.5. Of course, it's a 3-point game. Brandon McManus, you got your contract. Go out there and win a ball game with your leg. Give me the Packers.
There you go. All right, man. Yeah, game day for you. Excited for your boys. It should be a very interesting game because this is one of those divisional games I think most people are looking forward to watching. At least to me, it's like one of those ones you star on the docket. And I mean, the Lions, I feel like everyone's question mark this year is how will they look post Ben Johnson? I think one of the funniest quotes, I can't remember exactly what it was, but someone said basically, like, do you think when Ben left, we just threw out and burned all the plays or something? Like, you think we don't know like the plays we ran last year? I was like, yeah, that's true. However, I'm curious to see what the Lions look like too, but I can never count out Dane Campbell's squad just because,
No.
I mean, he is a great coach. He does have his guys ready to play on Sunday. So this ain't going to be no easy win. I actually don't think this will be like a shootout. I think this will be more defensive than we think. But the Packers, man, you guys have a great coach too. You guys know how to win and how to win at home. And so, like, as much as I would love to go for the Lions, because Lions to me should win, but and very big but is just like, dude, the Packers at home are just different. Y'all are you guys play different. You guys are more special at home, and like I love the home team on some of these divisional games. And I think the Packers will just eke this one out barely. I could see something below 20 points reaching, like something really disappointing for fantasy, like we were not expecting. Just because growing pains week one, new wide receiver one for the Packers, new play caller for the Lions. Even though I mean those guys all kind of mesh together, but I don't think it's gonna be easy sledding I think your defense is gonna make it very difficult today for the Lions to get any momentum like as they're used to. So I will take the Packers like 19-16.
Okay. That's definitely a different score from what these two teams have had in the past. But I mean, it could definitely be like that, So it's gonna be a fight, man. It's gonna be a fight all season long with this whole division. I mean, dude, the whole division is good, man. I think the Bears are gonna be better. The Vikings, maybe they take a step back with McCarthy, but we don't know. It's going to be a tough one, man. Colin said the Lions are going to beat the Packers. Stop it. All right, let's move on. We got a couple more 4 o'clock games real quick. Actually, one more game, and then it's the Sunday and Monday night game, so we'll get to those. Texans and the Rams will finish the 4 o'clocks off. Houston on the road. Rams are 3.5-point favorites. Over under is 43.5. By the way, Robert, I took your Jets to win. So don't you dare let me down. Christian Kirk out. That's what happens with Christian Kirk. When in doubt, he won't play. He has a hamstring injury. He's out. Joe Mixon's, I don't even know if he's going to play this season, bro.
Right?
So,
yeah, that's been such a weird offseason with the language around Joe Mixon. Dude, who knows?
I didn't even see him get hurt last year, so I don't know what the heck
Well,
happened.
no, whatever happened to happen in the offseason, but it's still like, how is it that severe? It's crazy.
Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, he's dealing with a foot issue that I don't know what's going on with that. But so Nick Chubb is the RB1 for now in Houston. Nico, I do think if you're going to play some fantasy, throw Nico Collins in there because this guy should get like 27 targets today.
Right.
I mean, the guy, they have Nico Collins and then Higgins and Jalen Noel. So I'll wait if you guys know who those people are. I don't. So That being said, I know Stafford dealing with a back issue. They just got Devontae Adams. The Rams, they're going to be a problem. If Stafford is going to be healthy, they are going to be a problem. They signed Kyron Williams to a long-term extension. Puka Nakua, he's healthy this season. Devontae Adams, listen, man, that defense pretty stout. They got some guys up front, Fisk and Verse. Those two guys are dogs up there. Give me the Rams at home, man. Houston's one of those teams where they're going to be good, right? Like Houston's good, but they're always boring, in my opinion, right? Like they're always like 9-8, 10-7, but nothing really like wows you about them, right? I got the Rams taking this game at home. Give me the Rams by a touchdown.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's helping or going to help this year that CJ Stroud has kind of been out of the media. I think that coaches
Yeah, that's
or
true.
advisors probably got in his ear and was like, "Hey, dude, you had a good rookie year, and then you just went all over the, you just started being one of them podcaster guys. It's like same with like Mookie Betts. Like as soon as he started his podcast, terrible performance on the field. It's like just focus on your job, bro."
Speaking of,
Uh,
real quick, Valhalla Sports Talk is a Dodger content creator.
mhm.
And yeah, he had to deal with that game last night live on cam. So
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
hey,
I
do you know
didn't want to
what?
bring it up. You
Would you?
brought it.
It's Sunday, okay? I'm
I
I'm
know. I
happy.
know.
It's football day. Would
I'm
you
saying
quit
hi
it?
to Valhalla. That's all I'm doing.
I'm messing with it. It's all right. No, that was a night. That was a true nightmare. But hey, it was cool for the Orioles. They have nothing to play for. You know what? I mean, that it was
Well,
still
yeah,
awesome for them.
that's their World Series win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, even so, all right. But yeah, CJ Stroud back to usual. I think that he will make us, kind of realize again how good he is, in my opinion, because he's going to have to sling it a lot this year and kind of quickly. So he is good at making decisions. He is a great quarterback. I think we all kind of know that. Like he does, he looks like he
Yeah.
belongs, passes the eye test. Nico again should get 15, 17, and 19 targets today, like that Cooper Cup level of attention. But I don't think it'll be enough. I think this will be a very high scoring game though. Like I could see this one going above 50 with ease, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take the Rams to just win the shootout because they just, I mean, with Devontae and Puka, like, and then
Mm-hmm.
Kyron in the backfield, like, there's a lot of talent around Matthew Stafford. As long as Stafford can stay healthy through this game,
Yeah.
which the Texans do have a good defensive line, so it'll be difficult. But as long, I mean, it depends how the line's gonna win this game. They're gonna dictate it because, like, if the defensive line of the Texans can hit home frequently, the Rams are gonna have a real tough time, especially with Stafford being, a little less than 100% back there. And then if the Texans O line does not perform, then CJ is on his back the whole game.
Yeah.
That could be a problem as well. Because like the O line for the Texans is the biggest bugaboo right now. Is like, can you give him enough time to get it to Collins on a consistent basis?
And they traded Tunzel away. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah, silly. I don't
like,
like. I don't know how you don't protect your young, awesome quarterback, but it's kind of like how the Bengals have been. Just like, I don't know, what are you doing? Like, you got this
yeah.
great young quarterback, and you don't invest in the line. Like, what are you doing?
How you doing, Miss Jocelyn? She says my Giants will win again today. Okay, a little upset there. Tyler says I need y'all's help. Start or sit? Should I start Dobbs against the Lions or Thielen against the Bears?
I mean, I would start Dobbs because Dobbs has been there the entire time. I know Thielen's familiar with the Vikings, but he also hasn't played with McCarthy one lick.
Yeah,
So
I'd say
I
Dobbs.
doubt in that situation that Thielen's going to by any means get like fed or anything. Like, and if it's anything, to me it'll be short, quick passes. Like, hey, run a slant. You know how to do that, right? Like Thielen's a great route runner, but I mean, still McCarthy and him don't have any timing together really, like whatsoever. Like, what they have like probably two practices together at most.
Yeah,
And so, my opinion, with all the injuries on the wide receiver front, Dobbs at least has a chance to kind of be a sneaky play, whereas I think Thielen is just kind of like 43 yards is your peak, and like
yeah.
that's just in my opinion. I mean, I know they're down Addison right now. I get it, but that's not a good enough argument in my opinion.
I mean, I think both those are tough. Hopefully, you have other options, but if you
Right?
don't, I would say,
Hopefully your team gets better.
yeah. Well, I'd say like Dobbs out of those two because of the rapport like with him and Love. And Dobbs is one of those guys like no one thinks about, and then
Mhm.
he scores 2 touchdowns. So it's
Yeah,
like
he can.
he's proven that he's capable of doing that. And Reed is banged up with a foot injury. So
Mhm.
like I would go with Dobbs, and I think the game environment is a little bit more enticing. I know the Bears are going against the Vikings, but I think the Lions and Packers. I know Knipe thinks it's going to be low scoring, but I think it's going to be a high scoring game. So I would go with Dobbs.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick glimpse of the primetime games real quick. Smash that like button, guys. We are almost to the DraftKings side of things real quick. Sunday Night Football. What a game. What a game to start Sunday night with.
Hell
man.
yeah.
Carlos pops in at the right time. He says, go Bills. Right time, Carlos. Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills here. Oh, man. This could be an AFC Championship game preview. We say that all the time, but guess what, these two just cannot beat Patrick Mahomes, no matter what. So we say that
It's
every
happening
year.
this year.
So we said it last year. Can one of
It's
these
happening.
teams get over the hump? Lamar, Josh Allen, beat Patrick Mahomes. Come on now. You got the teams. I mean, these two teams are going to be a beast all season long. Ravens on the road, 1.5-point favorites. Over-unders 50.5, the biggest over-under so far tonight in week 1. Isaiah most likely will miss week 1 because it's happened pretty much the entire time in his career. He is out. I just try to do the likely pun thingy. Tre'Davious White is doubtful for the Bills, and Tyler Bass, their kicker, is on the IR. So I think Matt Prater is going to do some kicking tonight for the Buffalo Bills. Oh, man. Josh Allen's had a fantastic offseason. He wins the MVP. He married a hot girl. I'm sorry, Sydney. Haley Seinfeld. So he does get a ring during the offseason at least. Josh Allen, man, he's a beast.
Wow.
What?
Just throwing shade left and right. leave that man Josh alone, dude.
Okay,
Josh
no, I'm
dudes.
shouting him out like he's winning regardless,
He
man.
finally got a ring. That's awful. This guy's putting his blood, sweat, and tears in line for that damn Lombardi for that city.
I'm
You're
sorry,
trash him.
guys. I'm sorry. Let's get back to football. Josh Allen, I mean, he's a fantastic player, man. There's no shade. It doesn't matter who's. It could be. You saw it last year, Mac Hollins. It could be freaking. I don't know. It could be me out there running routes. This guy will somehow find me, and you know what I'm saying. Like this guy doesn't. It doesn't matter who he's throwing the ball to. He's going to make plays. He's at home. I like the Baltimore Ravens a lot, man. Lamar. If you ask me, bro, like who's your favorite 2 players that aren't on the Packers, it's Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. Like I love both these guys, man.
Mm-hmm.
Love both these teams. King Henry. People said, "Oh, he's gonna be washed." Jerry Jones, he doesn't fit my scheme. Shut up. Derrick Henry is a flat-out beast, and
He fits
it.
everybody's scheme.
Yeah. Like that's ridiculous by Jerry Jones, but then again, it's Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
Zay Flowers, he needs to stop dropping balls. I like him a lot as a player, but he needs to stop dropping these balls, man. Ayo. D Hop is over there now. Mark Andrews still there. Justin Tucker, you're a sick human being, man. So no more Justin Tucker for the Ravens. All right, what else? Did I run down everything?
Who you picking, bro?
That being said, give me the Bills at home because they're the home team. Until further notice, I got to take Josh Allen's team. Give me the Bills. I love both these teams. No shade. Love them both, but I got to take the Bills there at home.
Alrighty. Man, I mean, you said a lot of good things that I agree with. I mean, dude, like these quarterbacks, aside from my quarterback, again, aside from my own team, I couldn't want a Lombardi more for any 2 guys in the NFL than these 2 guys right here. Like, I hope one of them, I think they will do it this year. One of them is going to be Patrick Mahomes this year if Patrick Mahomes becomes a problem. I mean, it looks like they may not even, like, I mean, I know it's week 1, but they didn't look that good. And I wouldn't doubt if they're on the decline. They're no longer ascending. They're kind of just on their descending route now.
Yeah.
But, dude, I wouldn't care who won it, but like, man, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, one of these guys is well deserving of being in the Super Bowl and actually playing for something that they haven't played for yet. And I think my prediction, at least as of right now, is the Commanders versus the Bills. I think we would all love to see that. And if it was Commanders versus Ravens, I think we'd all love to see that too. But I think that would be one hell of a Super Bowl, and that's gonna be my prediction for this year's Super Bowl. However, for this game, I am gonna go the Baltimore Ravens. It is. I just told myself, no matter who you pick, I'm gonna pick the opposite because I don't know who the hell's gonna win it. I don't know who the hell's gonna win. I don't know who the hell's gonna win this game. I'm not trying to agree with you on everything, so it's like, dude, like you can make your case for either side here, like the Lamar Jackson led Ravens or Josh Allen led Bills, and it all does come down to the QB and who is going to outperform the other. But I think the Ravens having that just insane run game with him and Henry is like, dude, how do you guard that as a defense? I just don't. I would be terrified because I mean, realistically, the Ravens could average 10 passes a game and be just fine and
Mm-hmm.
not even have to worry about it. Like, oh man, I just these teams are just so special.
No,
This should be awesome. I hope it
you
is. Like,
you.
I hope it's a 62 point total. Like
It
something
probably
crazy.
will be, dude.
I hope so.
I mean, like you say, just close your eyes, throw a dart, whatever team it lands on. That's
Mhm.
what this game will be like, bro.
Yeah.
Before we get into just real quick the Monday night, I got a parlay to give everybody: Dolphins to win, Bengals -5, Cardinals to win, Rams to win. That's my 4-leg parlay today, guys. Mark it down. $15 will win you $118. Put it in, man. I feel like it's good. Hey, yo, that sounded weird, but yeah, that's my parlay. All right, let's talk about Monday night real quick, just for a second, and then we're gonna jump to DraftKings. We got a little bit over on the time because of my funny rant, but sorry, that's all me. Monday Night Football, you got the Vikings taking on the Bears. First and foremost, thank you NFL for not doing 2 Monday nights. We got things to do, man.
We have that next week though.
Remember? Oh, great. Well, never mind. Vikings on the road to the Bears. They're 1.5-point favorites on the road. Harrison Smith is doubtful, so that's a pretty big blow for the Vikings there. Bears, Jalen Johnson's questionable. TJ Edwards is doubtful. So already 3 key injuries for both sides. JJ McCarthy's season, man. What's he got? They got rid of Sam Darnold, and they're rolling with JJ. So he's a question mark, I don't know, man. The Vikings are a weird team this year. I said that last year too, and they turned out to be a pretty decent team. So
They were amazing, dude.
they have a great coach. They
Yeah.
have a great coach. Caleb Williams on the other side. They drafted Burden. They got rid of Keenan Allen, so they're getting more younger. They have Loveland as well, and they beefed up the defensive side of the ball in the offseason. I got to take the Vikings, man. Bears, you saw last year, every time I pick these Bears, they just stunk, and I'm tired of looking like I'm dumb. Give me the Vikings until further notice. I got them winning on the road, but this will be a fun game to watch. Over-under is 43.5. Give me the under. Give me the Vikings to win.
Oh yeah. Well, I can't do it. I can't. I can't pick the Bears
can.
either, man. I
Why?
just can't. I just don't. I don't like them. I still.
Yeah,
I
they're
still don't. I
gross.
still don't really like fully trust Caleb. Like he's. I mean, he's fun to think about. He could be a potential, awesome quarterback. But until I see it consistently, it's hard to trust it. And honestly, it's like from the play that I've seen from Mike McCarthy, he looks more. I guess just correct. Like he just passes the eye test better. Like McCarthy looks
JJ.
like he's. Yeah, he looks like he's about to be legit, dude. Like I truly believe that this is about to be like, I mean, just a no holds barred, like very similar, if not better year than Sam Darnold had, and it's going to shock us all. And I know he's not really, he's not a rookie, but I mean, it's
Just
his
technically,
first,
yeah.
yeah, his first season. So I don't know what award he'll be available for. I'd probably maybe comeback player of the year,
Comeback player
maybe.
of the year.
Yeah, there you go. So I think McCarthy's gonna win some sort of award this year with his play, just because. I mean, again, one of the best offensive coaches in the NFL. You have arguably basically one of the top 2 receivers in the game, in Justin Jefferson. And that's the recipe you need. And good O line, good defense. He's going to have time to throw. McCarthy looks legit. I'm going to take McCarthy to take the win on the road against Caleb because I think if Ben Johnson does work out there in Chicagoland, it's going to take a minute, in my opinion. Their first 4 weeks look pretty daunting as far as the schedule for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just going to be difficult sledding for them, I think, to start the year. But hey, they can shock us. But I don't know. I like the coaching staff of the Vikings much more.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think both these teams are going to be good. The Bears, good, meaning like I think they might win like 8 games.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to be a pushover team. It's going to be a tough matchup.
Yeah, I agree.
Week.
I agree.
Going to be a fun week 1. There's your breakdown. What's up, my boy Pringle? Good to see you, man. Let's talk some DraftKings real quick before we head out of here. Let's give you guys some winning fantasy plays. How about that? Does that sound good, everybody? I know it does. Let's see. For quarterback, let me make this a little bit bigger. There we go. For quarterbacks, let's see. I went with, went down. Actually, let me bring up my lineup because there's a couple of quarterbacks that I liked. Baker is one of them. But for me, in my lineup so far, I went with I did go with Baker. Okay,
Yeah,
Baker
that should be a
Mayfield.
shootout. Yeah, that should be a good
Mm-hmm.
fantasy friendly game.
Yeah, where is he? Where is he? There he is. 6,600. Baker Mayfield. You already know what he does, man. He's just a gunslinger, and like I love the game environment. Doesn't matter. Baker's one of those guys like he'll get everybody involved, but when in doubt, throw it to Mike Evans, and good things will happen. So Baker Mayfield at 6,600 was my play. I do like other guys in that area, like Kyler Murray at 6.4 against New Orleans. That's a pretty good matchup. I think Bo Nix at 6.3. Like this little mid range right here is pretty damn good. Even Jordan Love at 6.1 versus
Yeah,
Detroit.
there's a lot of good quarterbacks this year. I feel like it's gonna be a good season.
Yeah.
I'll take my quarterback both in my fantasy league and in DraftKings this week. I'm gonna go ahead and take me some Drake May. Um,
Oh, okay.
I mean, I believe in the kid. I mean, the rushing upside is real. I don't know if the fantasy community is kind of underplaying that, but you always want a quarterback with rushing upside in fantasy. It kind of gives you a better floor. Always gives you an out if the guy, like kind of like Jalen Hurts, he only throws for $150, but it's like 150 yards ain't going to do much for you in the fantasy landscape. You need that something to make up for it, and that's when you got your legs underneath you. And everything has improved over there. The offensive weapons, the O line, the coaching, everything has
Mm-hmm.
improved, and he looked like he was. I think he had like a few, like I think his like last 6 weeks or so, he was the quarterback like probably 7 or 8 or something like that in
Yeah.
fantasy, and that was with crap weapons and crap coaching. You know what I mean? So if he was doing that with less, then what is he going to do with more? I'm excited to see it. I do think that they'll be trailing this game as I predicted earlier. The Raiders winning, so I'm hoping that's a good game environment for Drake May to throw as opposed to just run.
Yeah.
Um, but we shall see. I believe in Drake May this week.
I like that. I like that. It's 5.5 thousand too, so you got a lot of
Yeah,
salary relief
value.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Running backs. Let's just bring up the obvious here. I mean, the guy at 7.3K. Okay, you're not going to get this man for that cheap. So, points per dollar. Just think this. There's two other guys ahead of him in the slate. So Christian McCaffrey, 7.3K. I think that's the obvious choice. I know the calf issue was a red flag, but he is playing. He's going to be ready to go, and he will probably be the most owned player on this slate, in my opinion. So Christian McCaffrey,
I mean,
I
maybe
think
not
so.
anymore. I mean, maybe not anymore. People get scared, man.
Yeah.
People get
Well,
nervous about that.
hopefully
They
they
think,
do. Hopefully they get scared and not play him.
yeah.
That'll be good for us. My second running back, I went with Chuba Hubbard. 6,000 on the dot. I mean, the guy's just a beast. He's playing the Jags. They didn't have a good run defense last year. I know it's a new year, but last, this is like from last year, 25 carries, 26 carries, 28 carries. So he's getting the bulk of the carries, and he's going to be the guy once again in Carolina. I know Chuba Hubbard, he might not be the popular choice, but $6,000 for a guy that can possibly give you 20 carries today, I think that's a pretty good salary value there. And then let's see if I had a flex. Yeah, so my flex is J.K. Dobbins. I went down 5.5K. He's with Denver now. This is a little risky play for me. I think out of the selection I had left for my flex, I think this was the best matchup that I saw. He's going against Tennessee. It wouldn't shock me if Denver is up big, so they're going
Correct.
to use the running backs to burn the clock out. So J.K. Dobbins, I feel like he can be a nice little end zone. Give me a touchdown, and if you finish with 17 fantasy points, I'll take that at 5.5K. So Dobbins was my third running back there.
Yeah, I like that. So I know I went CMC in my flex as well, just because we all know it's like you go big, you go for broke, you go for the guys that have the ceiling. If he does hit, he could hit for multiple touchdowns in this offense. So McCaffrey to me, and then obviously the receiving upside too. It's PPR, DraftKings PPR. So we got to think about that. Who are my other two? I can't remember who I picked.
Let me bring it up real quick.
Or you just go one at a time if you want.
No, I got it. You made this like on Monday.
Like 3-4 days. I was excited. All right, I was excited.
So you picked Kamara and Taylor.
Okay. Yeah. So Kamara, I mean, I kind of alluded to it earlier when I talked about the Saints game. They're going to be down big. They're going to have to throw to keep up, and dump offs will happen. They're not going to have all the time in the world to throw because the line's not going to give them all the time in the world. And it's PPR. I expect. I mean, Kamara could get 10 targets himself and catch six, seven of
Yeah,
them. So I mean, that alone, that's 70 yards in points, just from catching it. So,
yeah. If he gets 10
and
catches, like,
if he gets an actual accidental garbage time touchdown, we're okay with that too.
yeah,
And
saves your
then
day.
Jonathan Taylor, the Dolphins defense is nothing special. The Dolphins are on the road. They don't usually play that well on the road. So if the game script does end up, I mean, I think the Dolphins will win. But if it doesn't, I mean, Taylor's still one of those guys that he's a workhorse. There's nobody like, what is it? DJ Giddens is his backup. Like that guy's not stealing touches from it, at least not any meaningful touches.
Yeah.
Um, and so like volume is king in fantasy, and at least Taylor has volume on his side today. So.
Dr. Van saying, watch out for Troy Franklin as a sleeper wide receiver today.
Oh, the Denver guy. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I mean, they obviously got rid of. I mean, who was that guy they traded? The like the
Tim
dude. They
Patrick.
got. Yeah, they got. No, no, no. They got
Oh,
insane value. And
Vele.
yeah, dude, how did they get that shirt? Like, can we talk about that for like 1 second? What in the world? How they get a fourth and a seventh for some random that like probably would have been
Well,
cut? Like, what are we
he was like a
doing?
seventh rounder, I think. Vele
And he's like
was.
28 years old, or he was like what 27 when he was a
Yeah.
rookie. Like, that's insanity, dude.
Yeah, that was a good trade by them.
I don't know who's in that
So
front
good
office of the
job,
Saints,
Dr.
but
Van.
that guy was drunk.
Yeah, well, it's the Saints, man. We're talking about the Saints here.
Yeah.
For receivers, I had to go a little cheap because I spent a little money on the quarterback and receiver, or running back. So I went with Stephon Diggs. I alluded to him earlier today. I think he is going to be the number one guy in New England. Um, I'm not in love with this play by any means, but 5.3K, it's cheap enough for me to throw a dart out there, and it's Diggs. So like the guy has talent, but let's see what he can do with Drake May. And Drake May is a good quarterback. So Diggs at 5.3K, I think that price tag is easy to pay off there. I also went two rookies, Kanipe. I love my
Golden?
rookies. Of
Golden?
course I went golden, man.
Hey,
Look at
that a
this
boy.
stud right here, man. 4.9 thousand, man. That's too cheap because Jaden Reed's dealing with a foot injury. I know he's probably going to play, but let's be honest here. Golden had the best camp for wide receivers in the Packers. He doesn't drop the football, okay? Matthew Golden, mark my words, you hear it here. I'm on air. I'm on live. He is going to win Rookie of the Year for
Whoa. Whoa.
Offensive Rookie of the Year. This is your guy right
Easy.
here, Matthew Golden.
Easy,
No,
pal.
don't say easy to me. He's going to get 1,200 yards. Give me 12 touchdowns as well. Golden member.
All right, guys.
Baby.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize that Max was inebriated when we started this
No,
today.
not
So
yet, man. I'm 1,000% sober. I'm professional. For my other receiver, I went with, we talked about him earlier. Let me go find him. Emeka Egbuka.
yeah.
4.6K. I like the pair with Baker with my fantasy lineup. And, no Chris Godwin. So they're going to be keying in on Mike Evans. That leaves this guy, Egbuka, wide open for some touchdowns today. And they're going against the Falcons. Their defense, their secondary doesn't scare me. And I think the game script is going to be a shootout. So give me Egbuka for my third wide receiver.
Hell yeah, brother. Alrighty. Yeah. Even Dr. Van said offensive rookie.
Book it, Dr. Van.
No,
Put
no
some money
way.
on it, baby.
No, do not do that. Keep your
No, it's
money
gonna
on
be a
that.
quarterback.
It's always the
give it to a
quarterback. It's Cam
quarterback.
Ward. It's Cam Ward. We
Yeah,
all know it's Cam
probably.
Ward. That being said, remind me again, who did I pick the wide receiver?
I know who you got.
So
You
I
got
know I did.
Golden.
So this is probably the only DK lineup I've made in the last like 2 years. I didn't stack my wide receiver and quarterback. I don't know why.
It's
I feel
okay.
like
You don't have
I feel like
to.
they're gonna. Well, number one, I feel like Drake May's gonna run a lot, and I feel that they're going to spread the ball quite heavily. I didn't feel like there was a target hog in that offense, in my opinion, even though Diggs would be the guy. But I did it with Golden also, just because. I mean, number
It's cheap.
one under 5 grand, yeah. Number one wide receiver under 5 grand. It's hard to talk me out of that when the targets should be there. And I know I alluded to there being a short or a low scoring game earlier, but if it does turn out to be a higher scoring game, they're going to need this kid, and I feel like they do want to show off their new toy, and it
Yeah.
should be easy to do with no Jaden Reed and Dobbs on the other side. So Golden should get at minimum 7 targets today, in my opinion,
Well,
even if
Reed
they're
is
winning.
playing. I think Reed is going to
Yeah,
play.
but there's no way he's not on a snap count or some sort. Like they're not
Yeah.
gonna like. I mean, dude, for the love of God, AJ Brown got 1 target, and because he was coming off just a hamstring injury, you know what I mean. So I
Yeah.
think I think Jaden Reed is also a decoy day for him.
Yeah. He's
So I
dealing with a
went
Jones fracture in his foot, everybody,
yeah,
just so you're aware.
yeah, I went Golden. Then who else did I go?
Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, so all right, man,
Well,
I had the most
hold on.
difficult time in our fantasy draft between Drake London and Marvin Harrison Jr. just because I love Marvin Harrison Jr. I think that
Yeah.
he is a fantastic athlete. I think his catch radius is insane. I think his body control is great. But I think the same thing about Drake London is the problem. And
Drake London's good.
I just decided for me that Michael Penix was more impressive to me than Kyler Murray because Kyler Murray's just he's a selfish like kind of I just don't like his attitude, his play. Like he's so
Yeah.
up and down. Whereas I think Penix is more stable, and I like Penix's attitude reminds me of Cam Ward's in that aspect of like he feels like a franchise guy. But Marvin Harrison today, I mean, it might not be the best play because the Cardinals should be honestly out of the Cardinals, you probably should play Connor, being that they should be murdering the Saints. But I also just think that they might want to just get Marvin Harrison flowing and with the year, and might want to just get him going and get him a couple tutties this game.
But
So.
hey, to be fair, if they're going to be murdering the Saints, it probably will be this guy doing some
That's
damage, you know?
yeah, that does like the first 2 scores or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can easily see that.
5.5K. So
Yeah, that's not
cheap.
bad at all for Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not bad at all for Marvin. Who's in the next one?
BTJ, Brian Thomas
Yeah.
Jr.,
I
the
mean,
stud.
that's an easy one. He's a first rounder, second rounder in most fantasy drafts, so it's like you don't really have to justify yourself on these guys. But um, man, he looked
Target
amazing
hog.
last. Yeah, he looked amazing last year. Like, I mean, he is like one of the up and coming awesome wide receivers in this league. That like, not saying he's a Jamar Chase, but I mean, dude, the guy's awesome. Like, he's definitely in the top 10. It's not even close, top 10 type of thing. Like, you can't push him out no matter what you do. So. Brian Thomas, target hog, should be a good
Hmm.
offensive. I think that's gonna be a high scoring game as well. So let's get that get them
And
tutties rolling.
and he did that with Mac Jones, bro. So
Yeah,
it's
no, yeah, that's what I'm
like,
saying. He's like how DeAndre Hopkins was. Like he's just like
yeah.
he's quarterback proof.
For my tight end, I went with the Cardinals same game script, Trey McBride. I don't really like paying up for tight ends, honestly, but I didn't really like there's some options down here. Like I thought about Jonnu Smith, I thought about Tucker Kraft, but I went with McBride, bro. I think McBride, like he's another target hog, 11 targets, 16, 10. Like, Kyler Murray looks for Trey McBride. He only had 4 touchdowns last year. And it took him for the while, it took him like to almost the end of the year for him to get 1 touchdown. But
Yeah, that was insane. I don't know
y-
how you have that many targets with that
yeah.
little, especially with his talent too. Like, what are you doing
Yeah.
in the red zone, man?
Yeah, he's definitely the red zone threat. And the Saints linebacking core, I don't really believe in him. So Trey McBride, I know it's a 6.2 price tag. You could go cheaper, but I made the exception this week and went up. I do like George Kittle too at 5.8. I think that's a nice little price tag for him as well.
Yeah. Where did I go? I think I went cheap on mine, didn't I?
Let's see. I just had it. Hold on. For tight end, where'd you go? Okay, here we go. You went with Tyler Warren.
I did.
Rookie.
Yeah, I did. Man, if anyone doesn't know my
Look at
take
this
on
stud. He looks
Mr.
like a
Tyler
football
Warren,
player.
dude, this guy looks awesome in my opinion. Like, I feel like there's no way he's not a featured part of this. I mean, I know it's Daniel Jones, and I know it's potentially Anthony Richardson if we ever need to, go that route, or if it gets so bad with Daniel Jones. But dude, this kid looks awesome. Like for a young, he looks just like to me how Brock Bowers did last year. Just like
Yeah.
catches everything, powers through everything, huge body, just like a real football player. And I don't know, I think this kid's going to go off. I think that rookie tight ends have been changing the rookie tight end narrative the last 2 years because it was Sam Laporta 2 years ago, and then it was Brock Bowers the next year. To
Yep.
me, it's Tyler Warren this year. So yeah, let me get Tyler Warren to go off today.
There's a couple of good ones. Tucker Kraft is not a slouch either. I mean,
Yeah, no, there's
some
actually
tight ends.
yeah,
Yeah.
the tight end landscape this year is much better than it has been because there's not been like it doesn't just feel like, oh, there's only a couple that are like have the chance to go off each week. It's like, no, there's actually probably like 8 to 10 now that seem like they could do really well.
Yeah. Just a random salary relief. I think Brenton Strange is going to be maybe a play at 3.3K for the Jags. Well, he's looked pretty good in camp for the Jags.
And
But
then you know what I will say too. I'm going to throw out a name real quick because no one's mentioned him. No one's talked about him. He's even available in our 14 man league, and not that he's special, and not that he's going to be anything right away. But dude, I love Jatavian Sanders on the Panthers. I think that he's highly underrated, and I'm sure he costs nothing. God
yeah,
dang,
2.9.
get out of here, God.
Hey, kitty.
I'm on the air.
Sal's over
um,
there too.
yeah, yeah, Jatavian Sanders, man. I mean, could be a sleeper play this year, like especially if Coker doesn't ever get back to full health. Like he will work that middle of the field along with Renfro. But I mean, dude, he's a good athlete. I think this kid is like if he were to be featured in any way, if he were to like get 10 targets a game, I truly think it's 80 yards or more with ease, and potentially a score each time. Like he to me is very underappreciated as a player in the league. So I like Jatavian
Okay,
Sanders.
we'll keep an eye out there. For defense, I went kind of high. I went with the Cardinals at 3.5K. The Saints, like I said, I've been bashing them all show. I just think they stink. And
Mhm.
Cardinals defense, they're not great, right? But
You don't need to
yeah,
be, baby.
you're playing Spencer Rattler. Come on, Cardinals, 3.5. Don't burn me because I'm paying the money. I usually like to go low down here and just throw a dart.
That's the
Hope
Ivani
for
route. You just take the
yeah.
lowest on the
But
chart and call it a day.
Ivani will pick Titans and then they'll have like a fumble return for a touchdown. And
Yeah,
he's
they'll
like,
get
they're the
yeah, they'll
cheapest, and then they'll get blown out the rest of the way and finish with
yeah.
2.
Yeah. For real.
For
Um,
you went with the Browns. Ugh.
okay. Yeah, I mean, I went
You
the
you went with
Browns
the
because
Ivani route.
I do not. Well, they were cheap, but like the Bengals have to prove it, man. They have to. Like their offensive line is questionable. The defense on the Browns is no joke, and they're home. Like the Browns are home, and the Bengals are slow starters. So prove it, man.
Yeah,
Today's the day to prove it.
I feel you. Hey guys, we gave you the fantasy plays. We gave you the parlays. We broke down the games with you. So thank you for joining us. It's good to be back tonight. It's good to be back.
Yes, sir.
Last words before we head out and enjoy this beautiful Sunday where the Yankees will win the series against the Blue Jays and we will enjoy some great football.
Yes, sir. Let's go Niners. Give me that dub.
All right. Hey guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're new, hanging out. Appreciate everybody for being active in the chat. We'll see you all next week. Running down week 2. It's always love, peach, and grease on Max Coverage TV. Go Pack, go. We're out of here. Peace.